Hyacinth isn't new to the dam. Nutrient-rich water, as a result of sewage spills and other phosphates, particularly after heavy first rains, have spurned the growth of algae and hyacinth, an aquatic weed. There's an ecological effect as the nature of the body of water is changed. It blocks out light, nutrients, and changes the ecosystem. There's another problem.
The damage can be massive, and it normally is, because eventually the plant will fill the whole water body. And then really what you've got is a massive water barrier, that as soon as that water needs to move, it takes the hyacinth with it. And the weight of the plants with the water can actually destroy huge amounts of infrastructure.
The rivers and dams in South Africa are managed by the Department of Water and Sanitation, and up until a year ago, they were making inroads into ridding the dam of the hyacinth problem.
About a year ago, the minister stopped the program for various reasons that you said. Yeah, they had labour problems and they had budget problems and whatever. And for the past year, the hyacinths have just been propagating uncontrolled. So it's becoming a serious problem now.
The dam used to be a popular destination for water sports enthusiasts, travelling from Gauteng and the Northwest Province. Weekends saw many sailing regattas and boat races, and people also had invested in motorboats, which they kept moored at the many boating clubs located on the dam.
Obviously, when there are hyacinths in this area and it floats around, it's all over the dam, then it affects the boating from the club, from the jetties. So people can't go out on their boats, and once they're out and the hyacinths are floating in, they can't get back to the jetties. So it is a problem, and it does affect the visits to the area, the tourism.
The dam is surrounded by housing estates and developments. Many developers have since made their margins and moved on, but it's unlikely current residents will see similar returns when they try and sell or rent their properties.
Look, in the long term, I think the hyacinths definitely will have an effect on people buying here or renting here even. Because a lot of people buying here and renting here want to use the dam, and they use it for activities over the weekend. So obviously that will have an effect in the long term with us.
The aquatic weed comes from South America, but its spread, experts say, is the symptom of a bigger problem.
We are pouring too much nutrient into the water, and by and large it's coming from malfunctioning sewage farms. The other source of that nutrient is runoff from farming activity, but that's less so because it costs farmers money to put nutrients onto the fertilizers onto their crops. They don't want to waste it, and they generally don't.
The local communities have been battling this problem for years, but since the government pooled its resources, it's an uphill battle and not one they're likely to win. And judging by the lack of enthusiasm to calls for an interview, it appears they're on their own. I'm Angelo Coppola for CGTN in South Africa.